means R suffix E, the way it is written over here. Common emitter resistance R, capital R suffix capital E, and common negative supply VEE. So they share a common positive supply VCC, comma, a common emitter resistor RE, and a common negative supply VEE. In the next point, write down as the transistor Q1 and Q2 are identical, as the transistor Q1 and Q2 are identical, the collector resistors RC1 and RC2 will be also identical or of same value. Write down. As the transistor Q1 and Q2 are identical, the collector resistors RC1 and RC2 are also equal or of same value. Okay, last point. A DA can be used both in single-ended input or dual-ended input or double-ended input. A DA can be acted both in single-ended input or double-ended input. Give a full stop and in the same point continue. Both single-ended output and double-ended output arrangement can also be possible for a DA. Both single-ended output and double-ended output arrangement can also be possible for a DA. That's it. Next, DC analysis of DA, and then draw this one. Do one thing, do not write these values like beta equals to 100, this 10 kilo ohm, okay, this 25 kilo ohm. You don't need to write this. Just draw this. This one will be VCC, then VE, RC1, RC2. At first draw this, then I'll tell you what to write. Values
What
are
will be
not.
the head?
The heading will be DC analysis of a DA. DC analysis, AC analysis is also there. So first write down DC analysis of a DA. Just a second, okay? Drawing part done, yes or no? Give reply, drawing part done, yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Done. So here just write down VCC in this point. Don't write 15 volt. Just VCC, RC1, RC2. Give a arrow the way it is given. IC1, IC2. Okay. Collector current, collector. This one is second collector current. This is VC1. This is VC2. Voltage of collector 1, voltage of collector 2. Okay. And this is the transistor Q1. This is Q2. This is VV1. This is VV2. This is V1, this is V2, okay? And after that, this is VE, emitter voltage, and this is RE, this is IE1, IE2, this is IE, emitter current, this one is simply VEE, and this is RB, and this is also RB, okay? That is base resistance, okay? Just mark this, mention this, after that I am proceeding. At first mention this, after that I am proceeding.
And we have to mention the arrow for IP1 and IP2.
Arrow you have to mention, yes, arrow you have to mention for everything because the arrow is showing how the current is passing. Now write down the circuit is symmetrical. The circuit is symmetrical as Q1 is equals to Q2. The circuit is symmetrical as Q1 is equals to Q2. Full stop. We assume that the base current is very small. We assume that the base current is very small. Actually, in actual, the base current is actually very small. Okay, that we will discuss in BJT. The base current is very small, so that we can ignore the voltage drop across the base resistor. We assume that the base current is very small so that we can ignore the voltage drop across base resistors. Okay, now write down the equations. At first, try to understand. Once you are okay with that, then only write the equation. Okay, lots of equations are there. Now see, this VB1 is grounded. This VB1 is grounded and this VB2 is also grounded. So we can write VB1 is equal to VB2 is equal to 0. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Write down. VB1 equals to VB2 equals to 0 because both are grounded. Only one person is responding. Rest student, I'm not getting your, I'm not getting your answers, okay? Whether you are understanding or not. So again, I'm repeating VB1 and VB2 both are grounded. You can see. So VB1 equals to VB2 is equal to 0. Next, write down VE. Actually, at first write down VBE, V of BE, capital V suffix BE, V of BE, that is base to emitter voltage, is equal to VB minus VE. From the name we can write down V of BE is equal to VB minus VE. From here also you can see this is base to emitter voltage. This one is base, this one is emitter. So base to emitter voltage is equal to base voltage minus emitter voltage. That will be my base to emitter voltage. Okay? Got my point?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now see, VBE is equal to VB minus VE. From here we know VB is equal to 0. Substitute over there. In the place of VB, write down 0. And in the place of VBE, write down 0.7 volt. This is the constant value of V of BE for our NPN transistor. Okay. This value V of BE is equal to 0.7 volt. This one is the constant value. You can write down whenever you can, wherever in your copy, that V of BE is equal to 0.7 volt. That's the constant value. Why constant? That we will discuss in transistor chapter only. So you are getting VE is equal to minus of 0.7. Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
So VE is equal to minus of 0.7. That we are getting this voltage, this emitter voltage, this one. Now VE, as I told you, that emitter resistance of 1 and 2 in both transistors, they are connected together. So in the next line you can write VE1, capital V suffix से लिख दे E1. VE1 is equal to VE2 is equal to minus of 0.7 volt. Keep this one inside a box.
Ma'am, can you repeat the equation?
Yes, again, just a second. See this one. VE1, VE2 is equal to VE is equal to minus of 0.7. Just keep this one inside a box.
Ma'am, in the figure, where is V1 and V2?
VE1 and VE2, they are actually connected together, and they are forming this VE basically. Okay.
Okay.
As RE is basically means RE1 and RE2. Here they are apart, but here in this tail, I mean this one is called tail of the circuit. The tail of the circuit, they are basically connected together. Okay, that's why ওরা VE1 and VE2 টা আলাদা করে দেখায়নি. So once you got that, next keep this one inside a box. This one is important. Okay, next, how we will get this RE value? See, we are simply applying voltage rules, okay, or you can say KVL rules. Okay, so if you are applying KVL rules, it will be V of RE is equal to V of EE minus V of BE minus V of RB. This total, write down V of RE V of RE, that is voltage across this. You can write voltage across RE, give a comma, then write down V of RE is equal to V of EE, this voltage, minus V of BE minus V of RB. Where is my mouse? See, now see over here. We are applying KVL at this loop only. Just focus on this particular loop. Just consider this one as loop, and we are applying KVL. Okay, so this voltage V of EE minus V of BE base to emitter voltage minus base voltage. This total voltage will give you V of RE. So V of RE is equal to V of EE minus V of BE minus V of RB. Now V of RB will be 0 because
Ma'am.
হ্যাঁ বলো. Yes, tell me.
হ্যাঁ, কোন লুপটা কনসিডার করছো ওটা একবার দেখে
হ্যালো ম্যাম, ইকুয়েশনটা আরেকবার রিপিট করবেন, এই VRE ইকুয়েশনটা?
Ma'am, you are not audible.
Am I audible now?
Yes ma'am.
Okay, now see. We are applying simple KVL equation over here. VEE minus VBE minus V of RB. देखो, VEE minus V of BE minus V of RB is equal to V of RE. Or you can write V of RE is equal to VEE minus V of BE minus V of RB. Now from the figure you can see RB is grounded. So V of RB জায়গায় 0 বসিয়ে দাও, চোখ বন্ধ করে. And you will get V of RE is equal to VEE minus V of BE. Keep that inside a box. Keep that inside a box. হয়ে গেছে? Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Last. Current through RE. Current through RE. Current through RE কোনটা যাচ্ছে? IE. IE is the current which is passing through RE. So IE will be equals to voltage across this RE divided by resistance RE. Voltage across RE is VEE minus V of BE divided by resistance, that is RE. That's it. IE is equal to VEE minus V of BE divided by RE. Also keep this one inside a box and then you can write down a problem. Take your calculator with you.
Yes, ma'am.
So you have written all the equations. 3 equations are there. Again, I am repeating. Okay, that is V of E equals to V of E1 equals to V of E2 equals to minus of 0.7 volt. Number 1. Number 2, V of RE is equal to V of EE minus V of BE. And number 3, IE is equal to V of EE minus V of BE divided by RE. Right? These 3 equations you have kept in a box. Fine? Any doubt till yet? Any doubt? Anyone? If you have any doubt, you can ask. I'll repeat. No problem with that. Any doubt? So shall I proceed to the problem?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So the problem is this one only. I mean, the values are given over there. Okay. If you want, you can redraw the figure. If you do not want, it's okay. Just write down problem number 1 and write down these values. VCC equals to 15, VEE equals to minus 15, beta equals to 100, RC1 is 10 kilo ohm, or just write down RC1 equals to RC2 equals to 10 kilo ohm, RB1 equals to RB2 is equal to 10 kilo ohm. And you have at first write down these values, then I'll tell you what to find. Actually, you have to find VC1, VC2, IB1, IB2, IC1, IC2, IE1, IE2. These things you have to find.
What to find?
So what to find? Write down. Find out IE1, IE2, IC1, IC2, IB1, IB2, VC1 and VC2. You have to find all of these things. So let us first focus on finding IE1 and IE2. Initially, find out IE first. Find out IE from the given data and tell me what is the value of IE. Find out IE from the given data and tell me what is the value of IE.
Is it minus 0.000628 ampere?
Yes, that is yes. Or milliampere, convert it into milliampere. 0.00, how many zeros are there after point?
30628 ampere.
30628 ampere. Okay, so convert it to 0.628 milliampere. How much you have taken VEE? 15, right?
Minus 15 volts.
Minus 15. So, okay, fine. And how much you have taken V of VE?
0.7 volts.
Fine. And RE is 25 kilowatt, right?
Yes, ma'am. 25,000 ohms.
Yes, 25 into 10 to the power 3. Don't calculate that. That 10 to the power 3 will go over 10 to, and it will come milliampere. Okay, no problem. After that, once you get IE, now find out IE1 and IE2. IE1 is equal to IE2, it will be equals to IE divided by 2. You can omit the minus symbol. That is basically, that is denoting that in current is passing in the reverse direction. Nothing else. You can omit the minus symbol. So IE1 equals to IE2 equals to IE divided by 2. Tell me what is the value is coming.
0.314 milliampere.
0.314 milliampere. Very good. Now IC1 is nearly equals to IE1 from the transistor. I guess all of you have read in your basic electronics that collector current is nearly equals to emitter current because base current is very small. This collector and emitter current is in milliampere and base current is in microampere always. So with compared to collector and emitter current, base current has no value. So IC1 is nearly equals to IE1 and IC2 is nearly equals to IE2. So find out IC1 and IC2. Same value you have. Just write down in your copy. Just write down in your copy. Hello? Done this part?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next. IB1. Find out IB1. IB1 equals to IC1 divided by beta. Base current is always equals to collector current divided by beta. Find out IB1. Like that, find out IB2 also. IC2 divided by beta. Same.
And 0.00314 milliampere.
Microampere change করে নাও 10 to the power minus 6, take that and convert it to microampere. Acha, you are already in milliampere, na? So 10 to the power minus 3, do it and convert it to microampere. You will get 3 point something, then microampere. IB should be always in microampere and IE and IC should be always in milliampere. How much it is coming in microampere?
3.14.
3.14 micro.
Microampere, yes, sorry. Yes. Last. That is VC1 and VC2. That is this collector current, this collector voltage, this one. So this collector voltage is equal to this voltage minus this drop. As simple as that. So VC1 equals to 15, or write down VCC minus IC1 into RC1. Similarly, VC2 is equal to VCC minus IC2 into RC2. This voltage is equal to this total voltage minus this drop, this voltage drop. Calculate it and find out the value of VC1 and VC2. Acha, do you have any classroom, Google Classroom? No, not yet, right?
No, ma'am.
Acha, I'm making one Google Classroom for you. That will be analog, and I'll share the classroom ID in your official group. Okay,
No, ma'am. There
join.
is a classroom. For Monideepa, ma'am has created one classroom.
Oh, madam has created already one classroom, right?
Priyanshu has created, and then he joined madam in the classroom.
Priyanshu is there in the class. Priyanshu,
Yes,
are
ma'am,
you
I
there?
am there.
Okay, so
Ma'am, but actually I don't think so. Monitha ma'am has joined till yet.
Acha, I'll do one thing. I'll make one classroom already. I have some classroom for basics also in the same mail ID, so it will be better for me to track everything in from one account. I'll make it. I'll share in your group, and I'll also ask madam if madam wants to. She can also join. I'll give some two problems from this DC analysis of DA. Okay. Tomorrow we are having class, but Arnab sir will take that class because I'll be little bit busy from tomorrow. So I'll take one class tomorrow. Okay. Tomorrow from 11:30 to 12:20 you have your circuit theory class, and I'll take that. After that, from 1 to 4, sir will take totally circuit theory. From the next week, I'll take class on Friday only. The way it is in your routine. Okay. And I'll give two problems from this. I mean, from DC analysis of DS, same pattern. Just do it by yourself, so that just have a look whether you can do it or not. And if you are having any problem, you can ask in next Friday, because if I am giving you today, tomorrow you will not be able to do that. So it will be better you can ask me in the next week. Okay. So
Ma'am,
কত
is it
আসছে?
11.86 volts?
11.86 volt. Yes, both. VC1 and VC2. Both are 11.86. Fine. We'll upload those, don't worry, and just a second. Let me just take your attendance.